Today we're checking out Blade vs. Buffy, Marvel Comics versus Buffy the Vampire Slayer Death Battle. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to Death Battle, and comment down below, and let's do it. So they doing live action. Okay.
Blade versus Buffy.
The Daywalker versus the
I always thought
Vampire
the Buffy
Slayer.
the Vampire Slayer was a dude.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
Never
their
watched that
weapons,
show
armor,
before, though,
and skills
granted.
to find out who would win a death battle.
So let's see.
They are known by many names. Revenant.
It's an anime?
Vortilaun,
Oh, okay.
Nosferatu.
My bad.
Vampires. When the moon is out and the night is young, these undead demons are out for blood.
Fitting then that the greatest foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk
Oh, so we doing
the
Blade
dead.
first. Okay.
Blade.
Is that really his costume?
Oh my gosh, he looks so different.
Now there's a man who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically kickstarted
Ouch.
the comic book movie craze.
And yet, he is
Damn.
also seemingly the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist. Seriously, nobody talks about this.
Blade
Really?
doesn't need
That's
anyone's
insane.
help. He'll just aura farm by himself.
Even Blade's birth was hardcore.
100.
Just as the young Eric Brooks's mother was in labor, her attendant
Daphmir or Dapir? What the hell? Professional jazz trumpeter, I Am Legend, Brielle, Boy Thing. Make that new movie Marvel.
doctor turned out to be the vampire Deacon Frost.
And he drank her blood right before she gave birth.
This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning
Oh.
him half human, half vampire.
Okay.
A Dampier.
Giving him a ton of vampy powers, but none of their weaknesses like garlic, holy water, or sunlight.
Eric would
Oh,
hone
snap.
these abilities under the tutelage of vampire hunter Jamal Afari, sharpening him into a blade that would rape the vampire plague for
I see.
good.
Blade
I
is
see.
strong and
That's
fast
why
enough
the
to
name
toss
is
around
Thing.
1,000-pound demons and cut bullets out of the air. He can keep
He's
up
moving.
with Wolverine, who can deflect Cyclops' light-speed optic blasts, and his Kevlar DuPont
Wait.
arm Wolverine, who can deflect
Why is Wolverine using a sword, no, a katana in this damn panel, but he has his adamantiums out? Hello?
Cyclops' light
Unless those can melt his adamantiums. But if they can melt his adamantiums, why can't they melt a katana? I don't know comic book lore.
speed optic blasts, and his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stott's castle exploding.
He can heal small wounds immediately and sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses. Also, his
Hypersenses.
fangs can drain his victims of magical energies.
What?
After studying the ways of Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu.
Rufus
While
from
the
Street
only martial
Fighter.
art he's been stated to know is Krav Maga, we know he's mastered more. So for the full scope of his martial arts ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes.
By looking at Snipes' training and choreography, we know Blade uses Kung Fu, Capoeira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, Kickboxing, Shotokan Karate, and Hapkido. Add on Blade's knack for stealthy takedowns, and I guess you could call him Marvel's Batman.
Batman.
Blade's training progressed smoothly until Afari was attacked and had his blood drained by Dracula.
Uh-oh.
Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right
I guess they
there.
don't care.
Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone.
Nursing a wound within him that would never heal, a hole that could never be filled.
Not with that attitude. Blade took a
Not with
page
that
out of the Book of
attitude.
Boomstick and tried filling that hole with every kind of weapon imaginable. He's got so many, they're his apartment decorations.
My
Handguns,
lord.
assault rifles, and explosives make up the brunt of his firepower.
That's so cool to
And
learn
he
about
enjoys
Blade for
getting
once.
Up close and
We're using
personal with
Rivals
his dual
content too?
acid-etched
Oh, nah.
titanium katanas.
Speaking of glorious Nippon steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium.
Specifically,
Oh.
secondary adamantium, a variant of the metal that is mass producible.
It might not be quite as strong as Cap's shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters
So it
like
ain't stronger
Ultron
than the
and
real
Hulk.
thing.
Naturally, Blade has even
You
more
cut through the
swords.
Hulk still?
His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments. The Word Sword can harm intangible demons. And
What?
the Justiciar can slay fallen angels.
Yeah,
They have intangible demons in that universe? How do they even survive?
he's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass.
How?
Like a Hellfire shotgun that burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire blood. Seems kinda dumb to turn people into vampires, but it does
Yeah.
make them more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal.
All that pales in comparison to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession. the breathing gun.
The what?
It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down. The wounds they cause
that sounds like some
cannot
JoJo
be
shit.
healed. And if they get lodged in your body, they'll slowly devour you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like
The
the
fuck is a Hell
Cosmic
Lord?
Ghost Rider.
Blade took everything he had and
In the same go back. In the same fight where the breathing gun harmed him, Cosmic Ghost Rider defended attacks from Captain Marvel that could melt through a star.
fought his one-man war for almost 100 years.
He's battled hordes of vampires while skydiving, infiltrated the Pentagon, and even took on
Infiltrated the
Spider-Man like
Pentagon.
Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blades even bested the Spirit of Vengeance, Zarathos.
And while he occasionally allied with teams like the Avengers, he prefers to work alone.
I probably would too if they only cared about me when I was helping them and not ridding the
No,
world
seriously.
of, vampires.
That, and Blade is scared of what he might do if he loses control, because he does have one classic vampire weakness: a thirst for blood.
Of course.
Even more so after he had a daughter, Brielle, whom he avoided for fear of endangering her. If his bloodlust does overwhelm him, he will enter a berserker rage, skyrocketing his strength at the cost of his sanity.
Though it does
Okay.
make him even better at killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass.
Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of Boston with a wave of his hand.
Drac apparently
wave of
didn't
his
hold a
hand.
grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of Vampirsk, a vampire nation in the ruins of Chernobyl.
Amazingly, Dracula has
In
even
the
given
ruins of
Blade
Ch-
some of
I'm
his
just
own
learning some
blood,
crazy shit
which
today.
allows him to shapeshift. Amazingly, Dracula has even given Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like a wolf, a horde of bats, or a cloud of mist.
So he can force his way inside your body and blow you up from the inside out, Ant-Man style.
What is with you with the Ant-Man? Blade's hatred of vampires is only matched by his hatred of himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter, training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior.
Even after Blade was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take
first.
over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world.
And proving that Blade's lonely war need not be so lonely anymore. With his daughter at his side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's vampires
what?
beware. For should they indulge their unnatural urges, they will be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
Okay, so he's crazy. Nasty even.
Today's battle is
Is up, guys.
All right, I know I always say this, but I'm just gonna keep reminding people in case you're new to the channel. I skip sponsorships, but I don't also want to be rude to the content creators who got them. So if y'all want to check out their sponsorship and that ad sounded interesting to you, go check it out. The link is in the description. I know everybody gotta eat
In every
and make that
generation,
cash. So.
there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She
This is like some Doctor
is
Who
the
stuff.
Slayer.
For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything: Buffy and Summers.
Not exactly
Buffy
the
and
first girl
Summers.
you'd think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe, marry Christian Slater, and die.
But that would all change
Sounds about
when
right.
the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slaying, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops.
Forcing her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top
Bro,
of
the
a
CGI
hell
is
map,
crazy on
where
this.
the
What the
boundary
hell?
between Earth and Hell is permeable.
Yeah, that sounds like the Valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles,
What the
Wallflower
fuck?
Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy,
I should low-key
Angel,
watch this.
magical retcon sister Dawn, and...
Did you just say magical
Xander.
retcon sister?
Buffy and her Scooby Gang would battle a never-ending series of monsters.
And we mean truly never-ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across
She has a
video
video
games,
game?
comics, and 128 novels. Tens
Thought he
of
was about to say
thousands of
movies.
pages of Buffy lore you've never heard of.
But we're just crazy enough to speed read them all.
Buffy
Damn.
carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden stakes, of course, sometimes dipped in gorgon venom.
Why
that
does
can
she do
turn
that
into
in that?
stone. Though she's also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said
Wow.
it. When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's
Oh,
also
shit.
a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing,
That's
wrestling.
gotta be some bullshit. Your ability is to not die from any weapon made in your time, but you also keep constantly living. So what? A pistol could have just killed him like immediately, or
Karate.
like I don't even know. Like, couldn't someone just say they invented like I don't know.
Kung Fu, Wushu, Tai Chi, Kendo, Capoeira, and Taekwondo.
That's
Buffy
crazy, though.
apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes
Slayer
are fine-tuned enough
senses.
to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank
Oh.
range.
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and
Damn.
smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
And despite her
Okay.
lack of armor, she can survive massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephrilion's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can even fight blindfolded, but if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One
By the
time,
next
Angel
episode.
sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's
How?
blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic makes her weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks, like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
She might not
Sure.
show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer
So
put
what is
a
the
huge
craziest
burden
ones?
on Buffy's life.
Unable to live normally,
Most
she
powerful ones
felt
are the most
isolated,
craziest ones.
forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world. That must be one of those metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are
Sure.
the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head,
Oh,
dating
no.
back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt of every battle a Slayer has ever fought, and can call
that's some
upon those
crazy
skills
shit.
in a fight, even subconsciously.
But this includes the memories of their deaths. Countless women violently dying young, a reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the
Can she
Hell
feel the
God
deaths too? 'Cause
Glory.
that's just crazy.
After leaping into Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
A glory hole, if you will.
Buffy sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a hero's death.
Also, she did.
It appears my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Finally freed of her unfair earthly
She
responsibilities,
came right back to life.
Buffy's soul ascended to heaven
Oh,
in
maybe not.
perfect bliss. Until her friends brought her back to life in
Okay,
the agony
yeah.
of existence.
Yeah.
This absolutely crushed
Insane.
Buffy and, ironically, annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that's rough, Buffy. But with the show renewed for more seasons, she had to nut up and continue her
I knew
endless
she looked familiar. Did
crusade
she play,
against all
um,
things Spirit Halloween.
did she play
Buffy's
Daphne in the
battle
live-action
for 48
Scooby-Doo?
hours straight defeated vampires immune to traditional vampiric weaknesses and destroyed the Sword of Sano, which caused the Great Hanshin earthquake.
And of course, both Buffy and her friends have defeated countless immensely powerful demons.
Like the Queller Demon, which arrived as a meteor
I don't
and
know.
caused the
I don't know
Tunguska
if Blade can beat
explosion,
this.
which destroyed over 2,000 square kilometers of forest. Or the Sorrow Demon, which caused a storm that blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture a continental shelf, and took hits from Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced off against the first evil, literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced into
Sure.
battles against stronger and stronger baddies, Buffy
Like the craziest shit I've heard from Blade so far is that this motherfucker's fought something intangible, high key. Like, and you know, he's like fought Dracula too. Like, but this shit just sounds a little bit crazier. Like,
Clearly needed something to even the
maybe
odds.
Blade should have got more time for explanation because this shit's kind of
Slayer's
insane.
safe.
It's actually a bardiche.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. This thing is bullshit.
Containing the essence of Buffy's Slayer powers and created to defeat ancient demons, the scythe can deflect magical projectiles and slice through just about anything. Ghosts,
Sure.
magic, even space itself, destabilizing reality in the process.
Even Silas, the devourer of worlds. Kinda like Galactus, but instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And there goes his head.
The
What the
scythe
fu-
is
okay, yeah,
easily
yeah,
the
yeah,
most
yeah, yeah, yeah.
powerful tool in her arsenal.
Sure.
In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer was no longer a burden, but a purpose.
And by sharing her Slayer powers with thousands of girls around the world, they all teamed up and kicked the first evil's ass.
Suddenly,
And then she
the
just split
always
herself
isolated
up
Buffy
between
had
thousands of people.
thousands of
That's
shoulders
insane.
to lean on. A sisterhood
Fucking
of
wild.
Slayers.
And thousands more reasons for any wannabe demon conqueror to stay away from Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Fucking crazy. No, I just don't know if Blade's got this.
Hey,
I don't know.
Just
Oh!
Maybe I just forgot some shit because I mean this is like kind of the first time I heard about Blade, but like would Buffy shit freshly in my mind? I just don't know. Ow! I just forgot they're doing this live action too. How are they gonna do this? Like they had to do a fuck ton of budget for this one. They're really getting those old 2000 vibes in this, aren't they? Okay, so that's Buffy. So who's gonna be Blade? No, I really gotta wonder like how much money did it cost to make this like this 20-minute video? How does a vampire slayer walk past at least 5 of them?
We were kings.
That's the
long
breathing gun.
before
Oh, yeah, the breathing gun. Maybe the breathing gun might help.
They had a name for kings. But now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have waited
That's supposed to be Blade.
long enough. Tonight, we remember who we were. Tonight, we take back what was always ours. Tonight, we feast.
Oh my gosh.
Daywalker.
I love the braids. He's giving off aura with that.
That's just the start.
Uh-oh. Nah, that shit was crazy. Damn. I can just tell Buffy don't know how the hell to react right now. Like a vampire killing others. What the fuck's happening? I love how we're just starting off with them doing what they do. That's actually kind of intelligent. Just blow up motherfuckers up with a shotgun. Damn. Oh. Yeah, you can really tell they got the budget in this one. I just really love the fact that Blade's out here with a fucking sawed-off and she's putting out around here with fucking crossbow. Nah, not the collat. That's insane. Damn. He's dead. He knew he was cooked too. Did he grab the... Oh, Lord. Not the suplex! Oh, no, my damn table. The fuck is that? Not a... So he got a solar flare in his pocket. That's insane. Nah, cause like what could Cars really do against that? Like what could Cars and Dio really do against that shit? Like, nah, a solar player in the pocket. Oh, she's already cooked. Oh, he's just gonna put her out of her misery. No fucks given.
Wait!
Damn. She can't heal from that. Oh yeah, and adamantium katana. Yeah.
It's just a kid!
Not anymore.
Now I'm starting to remember things. I just still don't. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna win this. Oh. Oh. Would that trick really work on his type of sword though? Like if you got something that can cut through Hulk and it's not technically a normal sword, the whole putting your coat to redirect it, wouldn't he just slice through that shit like butter? Like maybe if it was a normal one, but that's like the same that's like some fake shit that's on Wolverine's hands. And it's still effective. Wow, I can't believe a live action's really kicking this much ass.
You out your damn mind?
You out your damn mind? Oh man. Now this is some real action movie shit though. Oh my god. Apparently that's just not gonna work anyway. Unless I'm forgetting something about that sword. And she'll just die and come right back. Yeah, she'll die and come right back. So what the fuck is the point, Ike? Martial arts
There was
test.
some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill.
Some motherfucker trying to ice skate up a hill. Why was that light so cold though? Damn. Oh, she's about to get her weapon out. Yup. Damn, she killed the breathing gun. But the bullets still track you because he shot one. So she can't heal off that. So I wonder even if she did come back from the dead with the breathing gun's bullet in her leg, like still mess her up. Well, actually, it doesn't even matter if it was in her leg or not. The damage was still would be unrecoverable.
Another sword.
I see you cut through adamantium.
Bring it on.
Okay, so she can't cut through adamantium. So that means he wasn't using that sword earlier. Okay. Oh! He's definitely got the superior martial arts, but I feel like her fucking like powers alone, she's busted. Oh my god. Oh shit! Yep. And straight through space. Right through space like butter. Oh! Yep, he's fucking gone. It would have been kind of cool if she did like, oh, he cut his head right the fuck off. It'd have been cool if she did the shit from JoJo, the hand, like she cut space and then he like went straight to her. That should have been kind of crazy. So he's dead. There's no coming back from that, right? Yeah, he's done.
It's like you got ahead of yourself.
I'm gonna let that pass.
Blade tenued no longer. I'm surprised. I figured with Blade's many years of comic book history, he'd have the edge.
Believe it or not, Buffy is actually in more comics than Blade.
Really? Man, Blade can't catch a break.
Like,
break this
it
down.
don't matter who's in many other comics than the other one. She died and came right back. That's the thing. I didn't hear anything about him just dying and coming right back.
4 categories. First up, stats. Buffy's lifted much heavier things and survived more significant explosions.
Like, sure, Blade's strong and all, but he isn't literally fucking buildings apart like Buffy.
Scaling to the monsters they fought, compare Dracula creating a storm that covered Boston to the Sorrow Demon creating a storm that covered Los Angeles, a city over 5 times larger. You might be able to compare Blade to Spider-Man like Miles, who absorbed a bomb that could blow up Harlem, but that's significantly weaker than Whistler containing a blast that could wipe out London. They could both dodge light beams, but that doesn't keep Buffy from taking the overall edge in stats.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Blade's
saying.
used
Like,
to
she had
being
the power,
odd man
bro.
out, though, so his versatility is just as important.
With Blade's numerous powers and massive arsenal, he certainly could have overwhelmed the more straightforward Buffy.
Machine guns and magic swords are generally gonna beat out crossbows and morning stars. Not to mention, he actually wears armor.
Also, Blade's faster healing factor and immunity to traditional vampire weaknesses kept Buffy on the back foot for a time.
forgot about his
Blade
healing
wins
factor.
versatility.
But when it comes to skill, Buffy's got plenty of experience fighting armed opponents barehanded.
Both of them were masters of a similar number of martial arts.
And Blade has been kicking vampire ass for a century, way longer than Buffy's even
Well, yeah,
been
it
alive.
makes sense.
While Blade may have more personal experience, Buffy's ability to draw on Slayer battles
yeah.
dating back to the Stone Age, at least 40 times.
Oh, I did forget about that part. Yeah, she like basically can tap. She's like the fucking Avatar, basically. She can just tap into everybody who's been before her. So yeah, Blade gets outpaced in the skill or in the experience factor. So I guess scratch what I said about him having more.
Times older than Blade, gives her the superior skill. Even then, they both had weapons and abilities so powerful they could end the fight instantly, regardless of all else.
They're trump cards. Fortunately for Buffy, she actually countered almost all of what Blade could throw at her.
Withstanding Blade draining her energy with his bite? Check.
Resisting the Hellfire shotgun destroying her soul? Check.
Preventing Blade turning to mist and exploding her from the inside out? Check.
Meanwhile, Blade had no way to survive, say, Buffy's Gorgon venom turning him to stone.
And even with the
Lord.
deadly and just plain gross breathing gun, Blade did not have anything as potent as the Slayer sight. It could easily deflect the breathing gun's bullets back at him, or use its
Oh, it
space-cutting
could?
ability to slice through his unbreakable adamantium sword.
Don't believe us? Even Wolverine's adamantium skeleton was cut in half when a portal closed on top of him. That's the
Damn.
same kind of thing.
And Wolverine's beta adamantium skeleton is a much tougher version of the same metal.
Oh, and since the Scythe could kill Silas, a multiverse devouring god, I think it could take down Blade with a big enough swing.
Giving Buffy the final advantage
Yeah.
over the Daywalker.
That makes sense.
Really thought
That
Blade
shit's
had a
crazy.
chance, but Buffy sure put a damn fear on things.
Yeah, nah. Hearing about how long they went about her, I was like, how the fuck is he supposed to win or win this battle? Like, nah. I just knew she was gonna win that.
The winner is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Next time on
Please be anime something.
Death Battle.
Wait, who's that? Oh, that's Dante. Crazy how I haven't played a lot of Devil May Cry. Is that fucking Clive? Clive versus Dante? Did I see that?
Subscribe and join
Oh,
as a member to see
shit.
more Death Battles.
No,
Thanks for
that's actually gonna be fucking crazy. No, that's actually gonna be wild. Okay, yeah, I'm ready for the next death battle. Dante versus Clive. I need to play Devil May Cry after I watch this one because I just know they're gonna drop so much lore on me. Or maybe I should play it before it comes out. Anyway, blah blah. That was Blade versus Buffy. Yeah, that outcome was kind of obvious. If you guys want to see more death battle, let me know in the comments. Peace out.